Hi, everybody. Happy Friday. Hope you have had a great week and are doing well, staying happy and healthy, and are excited for the weekend. Let's dive right into today's little lesson. The past two lessons have been about pivoting between chords, using one common tone between them. In our example, we were using C as the common tone. Sorry, and so at first we started off by putting the C in the melody and just having like a static melody and having the chords change underneath it. And then the last lesson we moved the C to the bass and kind of examined how that sounded. And that kind of leads us into today's topic, which is about inversions. And we're just dealing with triads right now, so 3 notes only. And inversions are super easy. In our triads, we have, let's stick with the C major triad. So we've got a C, we've got an E, and we have a G. And those 3 tones create a C major triad. And so when we play them in this order where the C is in the bass, it's called a root position. It's not inverted at all. It's just a root position triad. It's a C major root position triad. But if we wanted to move our C somewhere else, if we wanted to move our C up, then we would start getting into inversions. And so the easiest way you can do this is to just take this low C right here and move it up an octave. So now you have E, G, C, right? And that's just a simple first inversion C major triad. And it doesn't matter if it's C, G, excuse me. It doesn't matter if it's E, G, C, or if it is E, C, G. The fact that the E is the lowest note makes it a first inversion triad. And so let's bring it back down to E, G, C. So that's our first inversion triad. And I bet you know what's coming next. We could say, well, let's bring that E up top. And now we've got G, C, E. And that's a second inversion triad. And the exact same thing applies. It doesn't matter if it's G, C, E or G, E, C. It is still going to be a second inversion triad when that G is the lowest note. And so you may be thinking to yourself, well, all of these kind of sound the same. Or you may be thinking all of these sound totally different. Or you may be thinking neither of those. But they do sound the same because they're all the same 3 tones, but they do sound totally different because where you place those tones has a big effect on how we perceive the chord to sound. So it's really worth exploring and playing around and kind of determining how each chord resonates with you, how each chord sounds to you, so that you can then utilize those different chord inversions in your music. It will make your music richer, and you'll have more ingredients in your recipe. So it will, it'll open up a lot of doors for you. I think that's about all that I wanted to say. I just wanted to give a brief lesson to make sure that everybody was straight with root position, first inversion, and second inversion triads. And because of the previous 2 lessons, it kind of like led right into this discussion on inversions. So I hope that makes sense. As always, if you got any questions or comments or whatever, reach out to me. I'm available to teach lessons if you want to learn a little bit more about theory, a little bit more about harmony, melody, and songwriting, whatever it may be. I feel like I could help you out a little bit. So hit me up. We'll talk. I offer 100% money back guarantee. So if you don't like the lessons, I'll give you your money back. No problem. I just want to help everybody realize the music, and that's that. So I hope you all have a great weekend. Join me next Friday at 2 p.m. Eastern time, and I'll see you all then. All right, bye-bye.